And it's so funny, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, so it's so funny. So I had an opportunity to meet some great people. I'm always invited to stuff, and met this beautiful soul. And so we're supposed to be doing an interview together. So make sure that you're following me. And so we're going to do some things together. Great person. Met them here on social media. She actually lives in my city and wanted to get together. So I'm super excited for that. You never know who you're going to meet. So that's why I always say, pretty people, my organization is about connecting with other people, collaborating with other people, celebrating with other people. Your blessings will come. And all you have to do is keep showing up with value, making the connection. Don't be afraid to talk to people. And people are going to see you for who you are and what you have to offer. So, yes, I'm super excited to meet with her. And as soon as we know dates, I'm definitely going to make sure that I broadcast it live so people can see the interview and follow us along. So, yeah, she's super sweet. So thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. She said, thank you, Jerusha. Yes. So I'm streaming on multiple places, but this is what I did differently. I'm actually on my, okay, this is different from what I teach. So, your parents say, do as I say, not as I do. Well, I'm not going to say that, but I am doing something that I normally don't do. So I found another tool. I found another tool for FB. My biggest followers are on FB. I have over 200,000 followers over there, and I have an active community over there, right? So FB's here. And so the thing about it is, FB doesn't like how I stream through StreamYard. It doesn't like it. So it doesn't like it, and it doesn't show all of my clients or my viewers the live all the time because it wants me to stream directly through FB, which I understand. TT wants me to stream directly through TT. IG wants me to stream direct. I get it. I get it because it's money. I get it. And you want me to use your tool, which I would want you to use my tool too. So I understand business. The problem with it is the features are not that good. So even though you want me to use it, they don't have good captions. You can't put, like, here, this is what I'm gonna do on TT. You can put what you're talking about. You got the cheers, you got all the things. They don't have that in their live on FB. So it's not as intuitive. It's just not, doesn't have a lot of features. But they also don't like it when you stream like that. DJ in the building. Hey DJ, how you doing? So I found a tool that is somewhat better. And let me put a title up here on TT. That I found a tool that is somewhat better. And so we've been working this tool since last week. And it likes it better than my other tool. Not that I'm gonna get rid of my other one because I can stream in 10 different places with my StreamYard. So there's no need for me to get rid of that. So yeah, let me put this little sticker up here so they'll know we're talking about social media marketing. What is social media marketing? So simple things like that is not on your FB live. So just basic things are not there. It's just your live. And so when I do it through an app, I can put streamers, I can put words on the bottom, I can put my title, I can put who I am, all the things on the screen. But you can't do that. So they're updating it. So we're going to work with them because, that's what my followers, a lot of the followers are. And so I want to make sure I honor what they want. I'm just going to use 2 phones, 3 phones, or whatever. Because you do have old phones that you could use. So it's not like you don't have a phone. You do have one that you can use. It's just, it looks better when it's streamed through another resource. So yes, thank you so much for the love. We got IG in the building. So we got IG in the building. Thank you so much. I look like I'm frozen on IG. So it can someone tell me if I am or not? If I'm frozen on IG? It definitely looks like I am. But if a pretty soul could let me know, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let's see here. Miss Cindy, what's new? Hey, Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank in the building. Hey, Mr. Frank, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Frank, how you doing? How was your weekend? I know you probably had a busy weekend playing. for Mother's Day. I'm sure you had a lot of events this weekend. So how was it? We got Mr. Frank in the building. So I am going to share my screen on FB though. So how was your weekend, Mr. Frank? What's the tool called? Miss Cindy. Miss Cindy. All right, you still in the community, Miss Cindy? So I'll tell you in the community. If you're still in the 3-day ride community, I got you. Yeah. So when I get updates like that, I just put it in the community. So yeah, I think you're still in the community. So hopefully you are, and then I'll just go from there. I am. Okay, cool. So yes, so I am using a different tool. It's quite interesting, And I've used it for over 7 days now. So probably 10 days that I've used it. And I'm gonna tell you the difference. I'm gonna tell you one good difference. It actually looks like I'm video chatting, which I know that's what TT likes and FB likes. It just looks like I'm video chatting and I'm not live. And so that's the cool part because more people come through the live. So at the end of my live on FB, it'll say 200-300 people, 400 people. I've had up to 500 in the last 7 days in the live from using the different tool because it just looks like I'm walking around or walking on the treadmill, just like Miss Goodwin is in the building. How you doing? Good morning. Just like FaceTiming. So that's the difference. So, and I think they like that. So yes, so it's quite different. So, and it's a free version and a paid version. So yes, it's an app. You're gonna have to pay if you want the good version. Okay, so if the free version is good too, I always give my clients both. I tell my clients we're gonna do the free way and the paid way. You choose which way works for you. As you make more money, you're gonna invest. You're going to invest time and money. So if you're joining me for the very first time, I'm Jerusha. We're just getting this party started. So I've been yapping because I was trying to set everything up because I am using a different tool that I normally don't use, and I'm not tech savvy. So it takes me longer than others, and that's why I'm going to tell you it's okay. It is okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I sent 100 comments to your live. You did? Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Love. Yes. G7 in the building. Hey, G7, how you doing? Thank you so much for sending comments. You said 100 comments? Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So if you're following me on YT, please make sure you subscribe. So I'm Jerusha. I'm a sales and marketing business coach, and I've actually been doing this for almost 20 years. And so I'm not new to sales and marketing at all. One thing I love is teaching people sales and marketing. And I understand most people struggle in that area. So today we're going to talk about social media marketing, how social media marketing is crucial to your business, to your success, to your growth. Social media marketing is how I make money. And so if you want to make money from your smartphone, because if you're not, you have a dumb phone, and we want to make sure you have a smartphone that's making you some money. So I get questions all the time about how are people making money? How are people making money? One, I don't have to tell you the basics. You do have to be consistent. You do have to have valuable content. You know, those are basic things. But you also need to understand what marketing on social media looks like. So these are real questions. I'm going to give you real answers. And so if you're watching from FB or IG, you should be able to see my screen. Let me know in the chat. You should be able to see my screen because I want to make sure. Yes. Okay, cool. Thank you. Is that, hold on. Okay, yeah. So I want to make sure that you see my screen. The question will be on the screen, and I'm just going to answer the question. So if you're on TT, FB, IG, YT, you can put your questions in the chat, but this is probably going to answer everything you need to know about really being successful using social media as a marketing tool for your business. We use tools. This is all a tool. So you just got to master the tool. So I'm sure your product is good. I'm sure your service is good. I'm sure, you know, your opportunity is great. But if you don't know how to market it, then you just have great tools. You have great resources. That's it. So let's set the tone first. This is not a theory. This is not one day when I feel ready. This is about you showing up now. You were in second quarter already. First quarter was good. Second quarter is going to be better. If your first quarter wasn't good, that's okay. You still got a chance. Okay. You still have a chance. It's not over yet. It's just second quarter. You got this, but you got to make some changes immediately. Now, I am qualified to teach on this subject. I've trained thousands over the years, developed leaders, been able to live a very comfortable life. Yes, putting my boys through the best schools, all the things. And my son is graduating this week from high school on the 15th. So I have a busy week and I still showed up. You see the difference? Because there are people who are committed and people who are interested. I'm just committed to the process. And so when you're committed, you do it when it's an inconvenience. When you're interested, you only do it when it's a convenience to you. And so all week we have family coming in. He has a graduation party that we're putting together, all the things, right? And so a lot going on. And I still took time to share with you what I know for sure, because I want to see you win and be in a place where when your children are at this age, you're like, man, this is fun. I got this. We did it. And so, and be proud of yourselves and able to do what you want to do. So I'm going to help you out now. So I'm so glad the person that's my mentor, she's a multimillionaire. She caught me when my son was 2 years old. I'm so glad I started. For all of my moms, I'm trying to tell you, you better do it right now, because they only get more expensive. Let me tell you what we were looking for my son. My son wants a BMW for his graduation gift. So we're looking for cars, and he's like, I want this color, I want this or whatever. So we're like, we're gonna buy the car outright. Like, we're not having a car payment. So you need to find a nice used car, at least 2020 and up, right? We want to see what we can do. And so the only reason that can happen is that we prepared. And I'm telling you, moms, start now. They are more expensive as they get older. You can put them on any type of clothing and shoes and things when they're young because they don't know. But the moment that they find out their own style and what they like, things change. And I want every mother to be in a situation. My oldest graduated valedictorian, super smart, right? And so you want to be able to set them up for life. The only way to do that is for you to start right now. I'm telling you what I know for sure. You want to start right now, making all the mistakes. If you have to be goofy, if you have to fall on your face, if you have to cry, I don't care what you have to do. I did all those things. I wanted to quit. I didn't see the end. I mean, it was a struggle, but I always am the lion that's always climbing the hill. I'm always that person. I'm going to make it happen. I don't know how. I'm going to make it happen. And so once you have that type of attitude that it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Even when you can't see it happening, but you believe that it's happening, you're doing the work that is happening. You're walking like it's happening. You're smiling. You're showing up like it's happening. It's actually happening. The biggest part is self-development. The moment you understand you got to grow first and the income will follow. So you work in your purpose, the profit will come. And so I'm going to answer your social media questions. I have all the questions that you guys have given me inside my community. And I'm going to share with you why it's important for you to start marketing your businesses. Get a digital product, sell something. You got to sell something so you can make the money. I can't hear you, sis. You can't? Well, that's weird. Oh, what about now? She said she can't hear me. Wait. Are you joking? Wait, how come you can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Wait, Venus, can you hear me now? Well, that's weird. Oh, dang. Son. Oh, wait. What about now? You can hear me now. Didn't I tell you I was using a new tool? What about now? Hold on, let me put. No, sis. Okay, son. It says mic on, Lord Jesus. Can you go to FB and see? Can you hear me? It says mic on. I can. Oh, she says I can. She says I can. Okay, I was like, what? I felt so crazy. I'm like, why does it say on? Hey, Charlene. Charlene in the building. Oh, Miss Venus, you saved my life. Yes, hallelujah, everybody. Miss Venus saved the day. Make sure I'm on FB. I can hear you now. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you're on FB. Okay, great. Son, please make sure you're my backup. Can you see the screen as well? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you saved my day right there. I was so worried. I'm like, man, I'm about to throw down with this class. And G7, thank you so much for the hearts. Okay, she can hear me now. I'm on FB. I got you. All right, cool. All right, so I don't know what I just pressed the wrong button. Sorry. So let's go. So social media marketing for your business. If you're not following me, make sure you follow. I share actionable business skills, tools, hacks, strategies, marketing, branding, all the time. I want to see you use this tool till the wheels fall off. Don't let people tell you you can't learn a skill. I'm not tech savvy. I've learned how to use it, and I'm streaming in multiple places. So if I can do these things, you can too. And you see how we had a little mishap right there. She couldn't hear me on FB, and then I just figured it out right here on the live. Things will happen. Oh, well, like it is what it is. And so we're going to move forward because I'm human, right? So that lets you know you're going to make mistakes. That's how we learn. We fall forward to success. Thank you so much. We fall forward to success. And that's what we're going to do today. So I appreciate you. Now, yes or yes, son? All right, so here we go. The first question. And I have it if you're on my business page, right? So if it's on my business page, I have, do I need to be an expert to market on social media? That's a very good question. Okay. Somebody can please put that in the chat. Let me know what city you reside. You could be my virtual note taker for your city. So put it in the chat. Let me know what city you reside. Let me know. Let me know now. Let me see now. Okay. Miami in the building. Okay. Houston is in the building. All right. Let me know in the chat. What city do you reside? Where do you live, my dear? Okay. Tennessee in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? All right. So put this in the chat for me. First question. Do I need to be an expert to market on social media? Expert. Let me answer this loud for the people in the back. No, you don't need to be an expert, right? You need to be one step ahead of other people, okay? It doesn't have to be 10 people ahead of somebody else. Most people are waiting to arrive before they start. So I started while I was learning. You earn and learn at the same time. California in the building. Yes, you learn and earn at the same time. And so just like I'm learning, Tennessee in the building. Yes, just like I'm learning and earning at the same time. So you do not have to be an expert to be on social media. You don't have to know everything about everything. So I want to answer that clearly. So when I learn something, I post it, right? When I grow, I post it. When I messed up, like just now using this tool, it is what it is. I post that too. So you want to post the good and the bad. A lot of times people only show you the easy parts, the simple parts, the good parts. They don't show you the hard stuff. And that's really what you want to know. How hard is it? Yes, it's going to be challenging, but you do hard things, correct? You are that type of person. You make it happen, correct? You're the person at your job everyone depends on. You know everybody's position. You can do the CEO's job. So you're just who you are. So you can overcome all of these obstacles. You just got to start. So to answer your question, okay, St. Louis in the building. Yes, St. Louis is in the building. Miss Mamie in the building. How you doing, Miss Mamie? How you doing? So once you start showing people you are human, you make mistakes, they can learn. That's why people trust you, right? People don't follow credentials only. They follow clarity. They follow consistency. They follow someone who they feel is human and real and give real examples and experiences. So you want to make sure that's how you show up, your authentic self. Make sense? So here's what you're going to do. Share one thing you learned this week. This is your challenge. You want to grow your social media presence? Share one thing you learned this week. Write that down. And it can be as simple as, I just learned this, new tool on Jerusha's Live. I just learned this in a new Zoom today. Whatever it is, you just learned Canva. You just learned how to post on 5 different platforms at one time. Whatever you have learned, post it. Because guess what? You're helping somebody else. Your success is tied to somebody else's belief system. So what you're going to do is don't be afraid to say you've learned something. Don't be afraid to share a new app. Don't be afraid to shorten somebody else's learning curve. You're just going to get on here and tell people, hey, I learned a new word. If that's what it is, give a sentence, give a story so they can learn a new word too. Now, that's what I've done for my boys. I've always said to them, what did you learn today? Okay. Tell me something you learned today. Every day I challenge them to learn one new thing. Every single day. I'm like, I know you learned something. And I push them to learn something new every day. Both of my boys, went to spelling bees, state spelling bees, both of them mental math. I'm pushing them forward to success. So that's what you have to do for yourself, because nobody's coming to save you. You're going to have to save yourself. You understand? Yes or yes. Okay. So that's question number 1. So let's look at question number 2. Let's see what question number 2 is looking like over here. Let me see now. Let me see. Yes, thank you so much. Question number 2 is, how often should I be posting? Question number 2 about social media marketing, how to grow your business on social media, grow your brand on social media. Okay. Question number 2, how often should I be posting? Very good question. All right. So let's talk about it. Now, I am not like most online coaches. I'm going to tell you exactly what I've done, how my clients have become successful doing my strategies and systems. If you haven't seen my 3-day ride business course, it's my signature 3-day rides. And I can tell you right now, the moment you get inside the ride, you're going to understand it's the ride of your life. And then once you get off the ride, you're going to know exactly how to attract unlimited leads, start conversations, and start making sales every day. That's a guaranteed strategy. And so your question is good. How often should I be posting? Say it with me. A post a day keeps leads coming your way. A post a day keeps leads coming your way. Every single one of us need new leads coming into our sales funnels. If you don't have new people coming into your organization, new people coming into your business, new people going into your restaurants, then you are going to go out of business. So the goal is for you to constantly be marketing on social media for free, attracting new people. Now, let me give you an example. If you follow me, you already know I worked in radio and television. And one of the things that I tell people every single time, when you have a Chick-fil-A commercial, Chick-fil-A is going to market on all the networks. Chick-fil-A is not just going to say, I'm only going to market on Fox News. Chick-fil-A is also going to market on Headline, TNT, CNN, ABC, NBC. Chick-fil-A is going to market on each network, just like I believe you should be marketing on each platform, right? Because you have more people that you're marketing and talking to. You want to be visible. If you're not visible, people don't know that you have something. So guess what? Chick-fil-A is $1 billion company. Do you know that $1 billion company is still marketing with commercials every day? That means they're showing up every day posting. Basically, commercials is like posting. Every day, those $1 billion companies like your McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Nike, they're posting every day because they pay for commercials on television to get in front of you. You have an opportunity to get in front of 5 billion people every day for free. There are 5 billion people who open up social media every day, and you have an opportunity to market to those people, but you gotta show up. So if you're gonna ask me, should you post every day? I'm gonna tell you, a post a day keeps new leads coming your way, new people. The reason why Chick-fil-A is still marketing because they want new customers. Everybody doesn't eat Chick-fil-A. Everybody hasn't tried it. Guess what? Just like McDonald's, a baby girl, baby boy is being born right now at the hospital. Oh, congratulations. They were just born. Do you think they know Chick-fil-A? Do you think they know McDonald's? Do you? They don't. So that's why marketing is important, to stay relevant. So new people continue to come in and you retain the people that already love you. But if you're not showing up, marketing, posting content every day, then out of sight, out of mind. What are we doing, people? What are we doing? So my answer to you is yes, you do have to show up every day. Now, somebody will say, oh, that's too much. I understand. You can schedule your post. So it doesn't mean like if you miss a day, it's over. You can schedule. So I was out of commission for a couple of days, had a little out surgery done. But you can schedule your post as if you were there. So no one knows if you scheduled it or not. So this whole thing about, oh, it's a lot of time. Oh, I can't see it. You know, each app, FB, IG, TT, YT, they have a scheduling tool in the app. So you can create the content, schedule it. If you know you're not going to be available for the next 2 days, if you know you're going to be on vacation for 5 days and you're just not feeling it, schedule it. That means a post marketing is still going up every day. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? You see, do you think Chick-fil-A is making that commercial right now? They're making a new commercial right now, but the one that you're going to see today, that was recorded. Y'all understand? The one that you're seeing right now today has been recorded and scheduled. So I used to I was the liaison between sales and the producers. So I said what could air based on time, money, and scheduling. So we could schedule a commercial. Actually, some commercials schedule a year out. So they buy it for a year. We schedule Pepsi Cola for 1 year. Now, obviously, it changes based on breaking news, but it's already scheduled for a certain time slot. They did that commercial in advance, right? So that's just like you. You got to batch your content in advance. And so Chick-fil-A isn't making a new commercial every day. They're not making a new commercial for different platforms or different networks. It's the same. So I want you to think about that. Why are you stressing yourself out when all you got to do is maybe change the font to the IG fonts, change the fonts to the FB fonts, change the fonts to the TT fonts, but the video is the same. Are you following me? So that way you did use the features from that particular platform. And so, yes, and this is the thing, not because of luck, because of visibility. You're going to get more sales. You're going to get more clients because of visibility. So if you're silent, people assume you're not serious. When you don't show up, thank you for my love. Thank you on TT. Thank you for my heart. When you're silent, people assume you're not serious. If you're parked, people go around. I live in a major city. Baby, if you park or you're going too slow, people go around. Okay? People are like, wait a minute, you're in the way. I'm going somewhere. Success loves speed. So therefore, people are like, if you don't get out the way, they're going to move you out of the way. So posting once a week and praying is not a strategy. That's hope. Okay? Yeah, I'm wishing on a star. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to post and pray. I want you to post and profit. I want you to have a strategy. So let me know in the chat if these questions and answers are helping you right now, so you can build your social media presence, because I want to see you win. Please share the broadcast with your business bestie. We're talking about social media marketing, how to best market yourself or your product or your service or your opportunity. So if you're joining me for the very first time, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yes. So now we're going to answer. So here's the thing. Another thing that you need to do. You're posting every day, just like a commercial. You see Chick-fil-A, McDonald's every day, Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola. You see their commercials every day. So we need to be seeing you every day. Now, everybody's not going to see you because that just isn't how the algorithm works. Unless you place ads, you'll get more views. I'm not suggesting you do that. I'm not the type of person to tell you just be placing ad because you want to show us a selfie. Doesn't make sense, okay? But ads make sense in certain strategies, just not your selfies. So here's your action step for all my beginners who are struggling with marketing on social media. You're going to also comment to one post a day for 7 days. I love to give homework. If you get inside my 3-day Ride Business course, put RIDE in the chat. If you've never seen my course, let me tell you right now. I know people sell courses. Oh, does this course work? I actually guarantee my course and I give people money back. I've never had to do that by the grace of God, not by me, just to say I'm committed to the process. And so I'm not new to this, baby. And so when I tell you, these are things that actually work, not just for one person, but I've trained thousands over the years. And so you're guaranteed to see results. In 7 days, you're going to comment, okay? You're going to just comment on one person. I tell my clients more than this, but you're just starting. On one person's post with a full sentence and a question. That's what you're going to do, right? You're going to commit to it. And not only are you committing to commenting on other people's stuff, you're going to commit to one post a day for 7 days. For those of you that are struggling to post every day, now I'm going to say 1 to 3 for my clients. If you're not my client, just one post a day for the next 7 days. If you are not my client, one post a day for the next 7 days. Just commit to it. If you are a part of my RIDE, 1 to 3 posts, baby. We steps it up. We don't do the bare minimum because we want to be extraordinary. That means we got to do extra. The first 5 letters of extraordinary is what? Extra. Extra, extra. Read all around it. So you got to do extra work to see extra results. You want extra money, you got to do extra work. Extra visibility, extra conversations. You got to do extra, right? So many people want the reward, but they don't want to do the work. Jerusha. Okay, you got to do the work, baby. Success comes with a work attitude and a work uniform. You better write that down. Say, business coach Jerusha said, success comes with a work attitude and a work uniform. Get into it. Thank you, G7. You are so sweet, so kind. We're on question number 3, social media marketing. What do you need to do? Question is, what if nobody likes or comments on my post? Because I just told you to post 1 time a day, at least for the next 7 days. So your question is, what if no one likes or comments on my post? Well, that's pretty normal. Do you like and comment on everybody's post that you see? Like, it's this thing, right? That happens on social media. You want people to like and comment on your post, but I'm going to ask you, do you like and comment on everybody's post that you come across? Now, obviously, if that's not your person, success comes with the work attitude and work. Yes, thank you so much for putting that in the chat. Okay. Now, obviously, I don't literally mean every person, but most people. Do you actually comment and like people's stuff? So basically, do you engage? And so, because if it's somebody that I don't resonate with, I don't say anything. If it's something that I disagree with, I don't say anything. I don't like it. I don't comment. I don't share it. I don't save it. I don't do anything. But if it's somebody, I'm like, oh, that was cute. Like, comment. I do the things. Okay. So if you want that to happen, it's called the law of reciprocity. Write that down. Say, business coach Jerusha said it's called the law of reciprocity. And so if you want that to happen for you, then you got to start doing it. So the answer, this is where most people quit too early. Okay. Likes don't equal leadership. Comments don't equal cash flow. It doesn't. Relationship building does. Some of my biggest clients came from posts with no engagement. Okay. People are always watching. They're watching to see if it's valuable for them. They're watching to see if it's going to be something they can get out of it for them. So some of my biggest clients came from posts with no engagement. They saw something I said. They heard me on a live. They saw a piece of content that was valuable, and they got into the RIDE, or they got my Power Hour strategy. Why? Because the right person was watching quietly. The right person was always coming to you. Like attracts like, right? So you're going to attract your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So words alone have, I would say, a 10% recall. But you're going to add the video. So with the words and the video, now you're like 75%. And so then the action behind it is, you can start conversations. You can ask for the sale yourself. So I always tell my clients, okay, add one question a lot of times at the end of your video, at the end of your post, in the comments, ask a question. Focus on connection, not the applause. Say, business coach Jerusha said, focus on the connection, not just the applause. I know people who have more followers than me, and I make more money than them. So don't focus on just the applause. Don't just focus on the follower count. Focus on the connection. Focus on building relationships. finding out if there's a need and if you have a solution to their problem. That's how you're going to make money. That's how you're going to do it. Okay. So you're going to just add one question at the end of, some of your videos. If you don't add it at the end of your video, put it in the comments. You just want to start conversations, build that connection. Is that good? Yes or yes? Okay, good. So she said, if nobody sees it, I think everybody has somebody that sees their post, right? So one thing that you can do, this is what I'm going to tell you. If you want to warm up the algorithm, one thing you can do, I have a power hour strategy where I tell people to do 15 minutes 4 times a day. It's a viral strategy that works, guaranteed. If you have not seen it and you want that viral strategy, if you're on TT, we can use the Service Plus button. And all you have to do is message me using the Service Plus button. And I guess you can just put hour for power hour. So I'll know that's exactly what you're looking for. So direct message me hour and I'll send you what that power hour strategy looks like, guaranteed to work. So you want to take 15 minutes before you post to engage. So you can warm up the algorithm, right? So you are engaging with people. Now, here's what I tell my clients. You want to get into RIDE? Don't just randomly engage. You want to strategically engage. You want to be on purpose with the people that you're engaging with because you want certain people to see your content. We all know that the algorithm, if I go love on your page right now because I see Vanessa, what's the chances of Vanessa seeing my content? Very high, correct? Okay, I'm going to go engage with quality people who are probably the clients I want to work with. So if I engage on those people's content, when I do post, it's more likely that they're going to see my content, correct? This is how you're going to get valuable clients because you are talking to valuable people that you want to work with. So not just funny videos, and I love funny videos because I do funny videos. I love dancing because I like to dance, all the things or whatever, but I'm also looking for real clients. And so you got to make sure that if you're going to make comments and you're going to go to pages, why not go to the pages of people you want as a client? Why not just do that? So I can show you how to best do that in the RIDE. So put RIDE in the chat. And I got you, friend. No worries, pretty people. I got you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. She said, thank you so much. I never knew to do that. Yeah, most people aren't telling people the basics. This is just the basics that I wish somebody would have told me early on that take 15 minutes to go engage on pages of people who I want to connect with. I want to collaborate with. I want as a client or a customer. Let me go engage with those people, right? So the algorithm will show them my stuff and we can finally make that connection. You following me? So that was question number 3. Did I answer it thoroughly for you, my dear? Okay, if I did, say yes in the chat. So if everybody getting it, say yes in the chat. The 4th question, okay? Very good question. Double tap the screen. Okay, let me see if my new tool working out over here on FB. Okay, I'm seeing my new tool working out. Okay, this is interesting. All right, so the 4th question, should I sell my product or tell my story? Both. I mean, yes, you're going to sell your product by telling your stories. Now, you've already heard this before. Stories sell, facts tell. That's not my statement. I've heard it several times. It makes sense. Yes, stories sell. So if I tell you a story, it's more likely you'll remember the story, right? If I just tell you, yes, I make 6 figures. Yes, I've done well. Yes, I've trained thousands. Yes, I've traveled the world. I can tell you the whole story, how I got into social media because we got shut down. So I was forced to come to social media. I was already a business owner before social media. So I have to tell my story. I worked in radio and television, then built my own home-based business, laid corporate America off years ago when my son was a toddler. I can tell the story. You'll remember the story. Okay. I was an on-air radio personality. And then, of course, people often ask, why would you leave that industry? I love that industry. Can you not tell that I love to talk? Love the industry, hated the hours, okay? Hated the commitment of the hours. So I wanted time freedom. Well, the only way for me to get time freedom is to work for myself. See, that's how you tell your story. And so that's what led me to start building my own empire. That's what led me to building Pretty People Incorporated. That's what led me to being my own boss. That's what led me to start making money from your cell phone, from that smartphone. Is actually I was forced into it, and then I got good at it, And so I'm sharing with you how you can do it. And my hope is to shorten your learning curve. So question number 4, right? Question number 4, should I sell my product or tell my story? Listen carefully. Stop selling receipts. Like, this is how much money I made. This is how much money I made. Start selling results. I can't say it and stress that enough. I really, really, really want you to start selling results. Go look at my testimonials for my 3-day Ride business course. Go look at my testimonials for my Power Hour strategy. Go talk to the people who've ever worked with me, and they'll tell you how passionate I am about what I'm saying to you, and I believe it. So yes, those are results. So what it is versus what it does. So this is what I want you to practice. Don't say, this is my product, link in bio. Boo. Don't do that. You want to say, this is how my life changed. Once I started my own home-based business, I was able to actually show up to all of my son's events. I was able actually to contribute to any type of organizations that I wanted to. I'm able to travel the world, take my family with me. You want to say, this is what changed when I started my business. You don't want to just say, just buy it. Why am I just buying it? You got to give me some results. This is what I know, right? For sure. People want to see themselves. They want to see that it's possible for them, not what's possible for you. They need to see that they can do it. So that's why it's important for you to show up. They got to see somebody else do it first. I was telling my son this the other day. I said, you're inspired by somebody. You got motivated by somebody. You didn't just see anybody and say, I just want to be great. No, you saw other people were great and you decided, I want to be great too. So somebody is always doing it first because you're the model. You have to realize you have a responsibility, especially if you are an influencer or you're someone of, status in the social media world. You have a responsibility. So say, this is what I no longer struggle with. I no longer struggle with being ashamed of not knowing technology. I used to be so ashamed that I don't really know how to use social media. I was so ashamed that everybody else seemed like they knew what they were doing on the first day we got on here, right? And so this is what I no longer struggle with. I no longer struggle with making a mistake on the live. I no longer struggle with pronouncing the wrong word. I no longer struggle with looking cuckoo for Cocoa Puff sometimes. I no longer struggle with that. That's because I've been doing it over and over and over, and I'm comfortable in the skin that I'm in. And I know what I know, right? So you want to say things like, this is why I trust it. Because when I took Jerusha's Power Hour training and I got results in the first 7 days, that's why I trust it. Because you're able to see it for yourself. So I sell without selling, and that's social selling. When you can sell without selling. Right now, someone got my Power Hour strategy just based on me telling you how good that Power Hour strategy is. If you could have your full-time job that you love, right? Your benefits are with your full-time job. You work hard to get that full-time job, and you can make money online. Would it be worth it to you to learn a skill? Yes or yes? Okay. So that's how you're going to do it. I'm talking to my corporate girlies. I understand you need your corporate job because you need the benefits. You have children, but you want to make your extra money because there are no guarantees working for somebody else. I got you. I understand. And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to make it happen. And so you're going to show up every single day. You're going to batch your content, right? Yes, you're going to sell without selling. That's social selling. Tell us how it has benefited your life to learn this simple strategy. People will follow. People love results. When you see those transformations, the before and after, results. When you see people have acne, used a cream for 5 days and the acne is gone, results. When you see people who are offline for years, successfully building a business offline, come online with no experience and still become successful, results. People want to see that it's possible. So you're going to share a before. You're going to share a during. You're going to share an after story, right? I never imagined being online like this. I never thought I'd have on a ball cap, as professional as I am, walking on a treadmill on social media. That's why I never even imagined that. That was not the life that I saw, but I'm glad I see the life, okay, that I'm supposed to live right now. So I don't have to show you a LINK. That curiosity worked for itself. There are other people who wish my son is graduating this week, got a lot of things to do this week, and I have the flexibility to do it. I do not have to call anybody and say, hey, my son is graduating. We got to get this. Family is coming in town. We got to make accommodations. I do not have to ask anybody anything. That's why I'm telling you to do it now when your children are young. Do it now. Okay. And I can help you with that. So did that answer your question? All right. Let's go, pretty people. All right. So let's see. Question number 5. Question number 5. Let me see now. Oh, it's hot. Question number 5. Do I really need a niche? I'm going to step on some toes with this one. Question number 5. Do I really need a niche? Jerusha, do I really need a niche? All right, so I'm going to answer this to the best I can because it's a yes and no for me, but ultimately it's a yes, okay? So thank you so much for the love. Princess is in the building. Hey, Princess, how you doing? Nicole is in the building. How you doing? Okay, so it's a yes. It's a yes. All right, let me do something. I think I want to share this. It's a yes for me. So if you're going to ask me, do you need a niche? Yes, you need a niche. I mean, because I will be lying if I said you don't need a niche. Because people have to know you for something. Okay. So when you come online, you know certain people for certain things. Just like you know Kevin Hart as a comedian, even though he is an entrepreneur, he's a businessman, right? But you know him as a comedian. Just like you know LeBron for basketball, although he is a businessman too. He owns a lot of things, a lot of companies, correct? So that's a niche. So if you're going to ask me, do you need a niche? If you're growing a business, if you're growing a brand. But do you just need one if you're just having fun? No. If you're just on here for kicks and giggles and it's just like fun and games for you, then no, you don't need a niche. You show whatever, do whatever, don't have structure. Like, to me, I think that's the best way to do it, right? So that way you don't feel committed. Tiana in the building. Hey, Tiana, how you doing? That way you don't feel committed. So no, I don't think you have to have one. Do I think it's necessary for people who are growing a big brand, people who are trying to continue their success on here? Then yes, I think you should be known for something. Anyway, y'all want to see my son? Okay, and so neither one of them like social media, right? They watch it, but neither one of them are wanting to be on social media, which is totally fine with me. I wonder, can I share this from, okay, I'm using a new tool. Yeah, this is how I learn. I can't help it. So we're going to do it like this. Oh, transition has been aborted. Okay, no, I don't want transition to be aborted. Oh, God, discard. Okay, wait. No, I don't want transition to be. Okay. I don't think I can do it that way. It's fine. All right, so let's go to question number. What question was I on, you guys? 5? Am I on number 5? Yes, I'm on number 5. The niche. Unless you enjoy being invisible, then no, you don't have to have a niche. Like, it doesn't matter for you. This is nothing for you, right? So when I stopped posting randomly and started studying my people, and everything shifted for me, right? So if you talk to everyone, you get nobody. Talking to everybody, you get nobody. No one hears you. So clarity attracts cash. Say Jerusha said, clarity attracts cash. So find where your people already are. Find where your people already gather. And so that's what I do inside the RIDE. I share with you how to attract unlimited leads, how to find your ideal person for your product, service, and opportunity. And so I guarantee you'll be able to find your people using social media. So there's enough room for everybody. So I got to do this puzzle. It's telling me to say that I'm a person on, shoot. Okay, I got one more time. It's telling me to say I'm a person on TT. Okay, I got it that time. So I would definitely tell you, you want to make sure that you are finding your people. And I teach you how to do that inside the RIDE. So that's where your content belongs. So if you find a Discord, if you find a Substack, if you find groups, if you find chats, and your people are in these communities and you are putting content and value in these communities, your clients are in there. And so you're going to make a lot of money. But if you are just posting and praying, you don't have a niche, you're just all over the place, it's going to be difficult. And I don't want it to be difficult for you because we are in the AI age, right? And so everything should be more simplified. Everything should be easier for all of us. And so that is the goal. So you're going to pick one audience. Do this for me. You're going to pick one audience you want to serve for the next 30 days. I love women in corporate America because I was in corporate America. I love women with children who want to make an extra stream of income or they want to work from home. So you're my people. If you're in corporate America, make sure you follow me. Okay, you're my people. I'm going to show you how you can do this. So you're going to pick one audience you want to serve for 30 days. That's it. 30 days, friend. You got this. 30 days, pretty people. Hello, pretty people. 30 days. That's all you need. Okay. You're going to speak directly to them like you're on FaceTime, like right now. I'm talking directly to that corporate mom who's like, you know what? I just need extra money. I'm talking directly to that corporate mom who's like, you know what? I just need to leave this corporate job because my children is more important and I want to make a 6-figure income from home. I'm talking to that corporate mom. You're going to talk directly to that person every time. That one person. So if you talk to one, you're going to get many. Talk to one, right? So speak directly to them every single time. And then you're going to start attracting more of it. Yes, you're going to use the right captions for those people. I love attracting moms who really want to see their children, thrive. They don't want to miss any events. They don't want to miss ballet. They don't want to miss dance. They don't want to miss track. They don't want to miss anything. They want to capture every moment like me. They want to record their children in the spelling bees. They want to record their children getting a valedictorian award. They want to record their children playing football. Okay, that's me. I'm talking directly to that mom. She's my people because I understand your struggle. Make sense? Yes or yes? All right, that's number 5. All right, let's see if we can do, what's question number 6? She said, what's question number 6? Let's see what question number 6 is. Number 6 is, how do I get leads without sounding salesy? Question number 6. Put this in the chat for me. Let me know where you reside. Put this in the chat for me. Question number 6 is, how do I get leads without sounding salesy? That's a very good question. Now, let me ask you this. We're all in sales. I just want to tell you, you need to embrace you're in sales. Even if you don't sell anything, you do sell yourself. So you're in sales. So the first thing I want you to do is fall in love with being in sales. I think when the word sales come up, people are like, oh, no, I don't like sales. Oh, I'm not good at sales. You're speaking negativity over yourself, your business, your growth. Don't even say it because you are in sales. You sold your parents on why they need to buy you a new bicycle. You sold your parents on why you need a new car. You sold your boyfriend on why he needs to take you out on another date. You sold your husband on why you need to buy a new whatever. We're all in sales. Everybody sells something. And so the way that you're doing it and the way that you're thinking about it, you just need to change it. So you're going to retrain the brain. Write that down. Say, business coach Jerusha said, I just need to retrain the brain. I am in sales. I'm good at sales. When I went on that first interview for that job, I was selling myself. You see how I went in there? I had on a different suit. I had my hair done. I had my hair cut. I went in there. I was speaking differently. I was walking differently. You were selling. You were selling. So you're all in sales. That's why you got that first job. You're on the phone or on the Zoom, on the interview. You're selling them. You're poised. You're looking at them. You're sitting up. You're selling. So that's the first thing. We're going to embrace that we're all in sales. That's the first thing. So how do I get leads without sounding salesy is the question. So I'm going to share with you the best way to get leads, make connections without sounding like you're a used sales car person, which is nothing's wrong with that. I don't know why people say that, so I'm not going to say that. You're just not going to sound thirsty. Let's say that. You're just not going to sound thirsty. Remember, stories sell, facts tell. So you don't pitch strangers. That's the problem. You feel like it's selling because you're trying to pitch a stranger that you don't know. You don't know if it's a problem. You don't know if you have the solution because you have not asked the right questions. So when you are in the RIDE, which is my signature way to work with me, is the RIDE. I teach my clients how to start conversations that convert. I teach my clients how to start conversations that convert. So you don't pitch strangers, you start conversations. So those of you that have an opportunity, you have a business, you are in affiliate marketing, you are selling a course to sell a course, you are network marketing, direct sales, and you want to build your organization. Don't say join my team. I say this all the time, and I'm just looking at people say, join my team. No one wants to join your team. Everybody's in it for themselves. What's in it for me? So if you are trying to build an organization in a business, don't say join my team. You want to say, if I could show you a way to earn extra money without quitting your job, would you be open to that? If I could show you how I made an extra $1,000 with my full-time job, would you like to see how that's possible? If I could show you how extra money, just showing up live on social media, can make you some good money, would you want to see how we've done it? Just ask a question. You see the difference? I don't need to say, join my team. No, that doesn't work on social media with strangers because we don't know you. We don't know you to join your team. But if you ask me a question that leads to your offer, then I might be curious. I'm like, I might be interested in learning how to trade. I might be interested in learning how to flip houses. I might be interested in Airbnbs. I might be interested if you're asking the right question. You following me? You see the difference? Lead with curiosity, close with clarity. Say, business coach Jerusha said, lead with curiosity, but you're going to close with clarity, baby. That's how it works. So I'm going to give you what you need to do so you don't feel salesy or you don't sound salesy, because we're all in sales. You're going to send, I would say 3, since you're beginner entrepreneurs. Jay Nicole in the building. How you doing? You're going to send 3 genuine messages a day. Write that down. You're going to send 3 genuine messages a day. 3. You're going to just compliment. You're going to ask, and you're going to listen. That's it. I'm going to make this as simple as possible. We all can go to the top. It's the bottom that's overcrowded. Listen, you want to get leads without sounding salesy? You're going to send 3 genuine messages a day. Different people, not the same person, of course. Send 3 genuine messages a day. You're going to compliment. You're going to ask. You're going to listen. That's it. Okay? You got it? Now, what I want from you is, Nicole, Lachey, okay, Mr. G, I want you to come back and give me your results. I can post it on Tuesday in my stories. I want you to come back to me. Give me your results. I'm happy to post it on Tuesdays. Okay? That's what you're going to do. That was question number 6. How do I get leads without sounding salesy? That's how. Because once you start asking questions, the person is going to now ask you questions. Now you can offer your thing. The problem with most people on social media, they're not being social. You're trying to be sale. You got to be social on social media first. So if I start asking Kids Cross a lot of questions, right? If I start asking, what type of business do you have? That person's going to tell me, I sell hats. How long have you been doing that? Is that your full time? That's part time. You just, making extra money. What does that look like for you? He's going to tell me, right? No, I've been doing it for a while. I love selling hats. I design my own hats. I got my own quotes on my hats. They're going to start telling me because I'm curious. You see how the guard is coming down, right? And so then I get to ask, okay, great. Are you making the sales that you want on social media through social media marketing? No, not like I want. Okay, great. Well, I teach people how to make more sales using sales and marketing strategies. Would you like to see my clients and how I do it? Yes. Now I have my offer in front of them. You see how asking questions can lead to your offer and you can now have a client. Conversations convert to cash. That's how we do it. That is it. Conversations. So don't be afraid. Now, if you don't know what to say, I got you. If you don't, hey, Victoria, if you don't know what to say, can you check IG and see if it's frozen on for me? Oh, it's not. Okay. If you don't know what to say, I got you. All right. So that was number 6. Number 7. All right. Number 7 is what if I'm scared to show up on video? Oh, that's a good one. Number 7, okay? You want to know, what if you are afraid to show up on video? I love that. Let me tell you, number 7. I'm like, Oprah, you get a car, you get a car. All right, number 7. What if I'm scared to show up on video? Very good question. I'm going to tell you, do it scared. If you are afraid to show up on video, do it anyway. Do it scared. Do it anyway. Sometimes you'll show up hurt. Sometimes you'll show up unsure. Sometimes you'll show up emotional, but you show up. I show up when I don't feel well. I show up because I'm like, well, I still got to work, right? I show up when I just don't feel like it. I show up when I'm sad. For those of you that follow me, you know I lost my father October the 11th of 2024. Been struggling off and on ever since. I still show up. I had an outpatient surgery done on Thursday. I still, right now, I'm just now still showing up on Monday. So you still show up. Things aren't always going to go your way, but you still show up. The greatest fear in the world is the opinions of others. The reason why you don't show up because you're afraid of what people are going to think about you. You are afraid of what people are going to say about you. You don't show up as who you really are because you're afraid of judgment of others, right? That's why you don't do it. You don't go live because you're like, well, what am I going to talk about? What are people going to say about me? What are the church people going to say? What if my coworkers going to say? What if the people going to say that I went to high school with, undergrad? Who cares? If you Google this, it's going to say the greatest fear in the world is the opinions of others. Freedom comes when you stop asking for permission. I don't need permission to go live. I don't need permission to share what I know for sure. I don't need permission to build my own courses, clients. I don't need permission from anybody. When I started my very first home-based business, I didn't ask for permission. And I worked in corporate America at that time. So all my corporate baddies, that was me. I didn't say, do y'all think I should start this home-based business? I was like, I'm starting this home-based business. They was like, really? I went to a meeting before. I'm like, I'm doing it. And I went to the top 1% of that company, just like that. So no, I don't need permission to be great. You don't need permission to be great. Just start creating the content. Just start going live. Just start doing you. That's how you get ahead. Just do it. Make a decision. Do it with God. But just start doing it. So what happens is when you are not free, you are not creating, you are being created. Jerusha. You want to make sure that you're free to be whoever God called you to be. I just want to be me. I don't care about the age. I don't care about what other people think. I don't care if I used to work with you. I don't care about that at all. I don't care. I don't care what you think about it. I don't care if you think it's worth it. I don't care. I don't care because when me and God was talking, you weren't in that meeting. When he gave me the vision, you were not in that meeting. And so I don't care to listen to other people's opinion about my life and my choices, especially when I don't even know you. Make sense? So what you're going to do to overcome that fear, you're going to record a 30-second video today. Here's your homework. You're going to record a 30-second video today. Today is your day. You're going to record today. And you're going to post it without rewatching it 10 times. Baby, you ain't going to edit that no more. Okay? You edit one time, max 2, and you're going to post it. It's no need to recreate. I'm going to tell you, when I first got on social media and I started doing this social media thing, I was already successful in business, but I wasn't familiar with social media and how that would work with my business. And I can tell you, I wanted to perfect everything being on social media. And I don't know why it was a big thing. I don't know why I felt like, okay, I got to say this correctly. Now, I do think you need to speak correctly, right? My son is an expert. I am not. But I just thought everything had to look a certain way. Everything has to be so professional and strict and aesthetics. I really thought that when I first got on social media. And so I was trying to curate everything. And it was exhausting. I was having fun because I like to talk. But the work behind it, to try to make it look a certain way was exhausting. So I don't recommend that for anybody. Do I think you should? If you have great lighting, that's great, right? Like I have lighting. If you have, a great microphone, that's great. You have it. You have a great, tripod that moves when you move, that's great. Do you need it to be successful? Not initially. Not initially. My goal is for you to just start. So that was question number 7. Now we're on question number 8. How long before I see results? Oh, I love it. I love it. Question number 8 about social media marketing. We're going through 9 different questions that my clients have asked me about how social media marketing works. How can I get in front of more people using social media? How can I sell more product using social media? We're on question number 8. And number 8 is, how long before I see results? So if you do the things, okay, 1 through 7 that I've already given you, right? And you still have to have the right attitude. Because have you ever met people, and I've been in this situation myself, where I was so mad at a situation, even though I was doing the work, I wasn't seeing the results. I was so negative about a certain situation, even though I was doing the work, the results weren't there. So you do have to change your mindset first. And I know when people tell you that, it's kind of pissing you off, right? You're like, what do you mean? I understand. I don't like it when people just like, well, change your mindset. Well, how? How? When you're frustrated and things are not going your way or whatever has happened, it's hard for you to get in a different mindset. So a couple of things, you got to retrain the brain. You definitely have to have people around you who believe in your vision. You have to have somebody pouring into you and telling you exactly what you need to hear. So you do have to have somebody that's cheering for you at all times. Now, obviously, I believe in my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. That's your number one, right? But there are tools that you can use to help you get in the right mindset. So I have apps on my phone. So I have a prayer app where it sends me a scripture, a prayer, and it, tells me the definition of what the scripture means. I also have worship music on my phone. I have worship music on my phone that helps me, right? I also have quotes that I read all the time. I also have people that I listen to on YouTube and podcasts all the time that gets me inspired. When I turn on social media, if I see somebody who's going live and I know I need to be live, that inspires me too. So you do have to have things happening around you to keep you in the mindset of it's possible. So that's the first thing. Now, in terms of how long, it depends on you. I can't really tell you and guarantee you're going to receive results in 24 hours. No one can tell you when you're going to receive results. I can tell you you're going to. I just don't know when, right? So results follow commitment, not convenience. So you don't work your business when it's convenient. You don't pray when it's convenient. You don't build a future when it's convenient, right? You decide and then you show up. So a lot of times when people say, you know what, I want to work out, I want to lose weight, and you only go to the gym when it's convenient. You only walk on the treadmill when it's convenient. So it's going to be very difficult for you to see results under those circumstances. So you don't pray when it's convenient. Just always convenient for me to say, thank you, Jesus. I appreciate you, Lord, for everything that you've done and everything that you're going to do when it's convenient. I want to see the people when it's hard to pray. I want those people. Baby, when you are in tears, you feel like it's just not happening for you. Your family is situation, whether it's a work situation, whether it's a sibling situation, whatever it is, you feel it. And you don't know where God is. Those people. That's when I want to see you pray. That's when I want to see you come up. That's when I want to see your strength. Because it's going to be there. It's going to happen no matter how successful you are. It's going to happen when you just feel like, I just want to give up. It's too much. But there's something inside of you that God has placed in you that you can't give up. People are relying on you. People are looking for you. People believe in you. So you got to get up. So you got to do it when it's an inconvenience. Those are the type of people that I like to work with. I like to work with those people like Jerusha. I don't know if I can do it. Yes, you can. Let's go. Yes, you can. So consistency compounds. So what happens is when you don't feel like it, but you're disciplined, you can still do it. When I don't feel like working out or going live, because I'm consistent, my actions still take over. So it's called muscle memory. So I know I go live when I'm working out, whether I'm at the park, riding the bike, hula hooping, whatever I'm doing, I go live, right? I don't feel like doing it every day. I don't feel like inspiring other people every day. I don't feel like motivating others every day. But because I've done it consistently, it happens naturally. Like just like you don't have to remember to brush your teeth, you just brush your teeth. You don't have to remember how to drive a car. You just get in and drive the car, correct? So the same thing happens with your business. I don't have to remember to go live. Oh, I got to remember. I know to go live. Consistency compounds. Commitment changes identity, and identity attracts opportunity. So when people see you're committed, they want to work with you. When people see that you're committed, you're growing, you're dedicated, you're enthusiastic about it, you've seen results, clients have seen results, they get attached to that. They want to see more of that. But you got to consistently show up and do it. All of this talk and chatter about what you want to do, just do it. I tell this story all the time. I have two boys, hashtag mama boys. And so one of my sons, he likes to brag on, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, right? And so one day he got in the car and one day he was telling my oldest, I'm going to do this. So we have this little girl at his school. We're not going to say her real name. Well, I'm sure she won't see this. So we can say her real name at this point since they're graduating. Her name is Emily. Coach Jen in the building. Hey, Coach Jen, how you doing? We're going to call this little girl Emily, right? So they were in the spelling bee years ago. Good morning, Brad. They were in the spelling bee years ago. And, you got to study all of these words to be in the spelling bee. And, my son had already won several spelling bees. Like I had one son go to the state spelling bee, right? So my youngest was in the spelling bee and mental math. And he had this little competition. Her name was Emily. And so I was like, Emily, I think Emily gonna get it. Like I'm teasing him. I think Emily got you. That Emily can spell. And so we're studying the words in the car. So for all the moms, let me tell you what I know for sure. When I tell you I started this when my son was a toddler, I'm gonna tell you what I did so that I didn't feel guilty about not being present. When we were in the car, that's Drive Time University. When I'm in the car, I'm doing flashcards, we're reading books, we're listening to, all of the educational videos, DVDs, whatever it's called or whatever. We're listening to them. We were always reading billboard signs. One time we were riding down the road and my son saw a billboard. Now, my oldest could read at 3 years old. That's how dedicated I was. He saw a sign and the sign said Pink Pony. So he says, what's Pink Pony? Now, for adults, you know what Pink Pony is, right? So you're wondering, now, how do I tell him what Pink Pony is? I taught him that he can read. Now he's reading everything. And so that's the cool part about it. He can read anything. And so now he's asking you more questions. And as a parent, you're like, okay, this is probably not the time for me to tell you actually what that is. So you got to figure it out. So I had my boys reading billboard signs. The only way that they could get games or treats, we had to do something educational first. I mean, it was just going down. That's what we're doing over here. Y'all do what you want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And so we would do it so much, it became part of who they were or who they are. And so when they went to visit my mom, they would be like, especially my oldest, he wanted to still read his books. Or in the car, he's like, this is Drive Time University. He wanted her to turn on some of his educational tapes. And my mom didn't have any of that in her car, right? And so we can train. You can retrain the brain. You can train a child. And so this is my experience of doing this at a young age with them. Fast forward, both super great students, both honor students, And so he's in this competition with Emily. And I'm just teasing him like Emily's going to beat him in this competition. And so he gets in the car. And he's always been the rambunctious one. And my oldest just over it. And so he jumps on him like, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat Emily. I'm going to be the top #1 speller. He's all over him. He's telling him what he's going to do, how he's going to do it. And so my oldest just looks at him and says, just do it. He's like, the face, you could see the expression on his face. He was like, just do it. Like all of this talking, all of this hype, it's not necessary. Okay. Show me what you're working with. And so prayerfully, we was like, oh my gosh, it worked out that he actually beat Emily. But then another little boy got number one. He got number two at that one. And then they went to the next round. He did get number one in the next round, but he did beat Emily that time. And so that was the biggest thing, to beat Emily. And so from that day to this one, I still tease him about Miss Emily. Now she's an honor student as well. And to this day, he's like, Mom, Emily's not. She's not all that. Mom, she's not all that. The point is, even though he didn't know this, there is always competition in a way that makes you do better. So it's a way to make you do better and focus on you and not what other people are doing. And so when you say you're going to do something, you do it. You focus on your activity. If you say you're going to show up on the live, you show up. If you say you're going to create content, you create content. If you say you're going to follow up, then you follow up to better yourself. And what we were trying to get him to see, just work on you. It doesn't matter. Just work on you. You just get better. You get better. And a lot of times on social media, people feel like they have competition because this person sells the same thing as you. This person teaches the same thing as you. I don't have any competition. I am my only competition. Every day I wake up, I'm competing with Jerusha. I don't have any competition on social media. I just don't. I am trying to live up to my full potential because my full potential takes off running in front of me every single morning, and I'm always trying to catch up. So you don't have any competition. And so to this day, they're both graduating. They're both honor students. But if you say you're going to do something, be committed and work on you and do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to track your actions for 30 days, not outcomes. You're going to track your actions. Because like my son, if you study for the word, you wouldn't be worried. If you study, don't worry about Emily. If you study, don't worry about Jim. If you study, don't worry about any of those kids. Worry about yourself. If you want to be an influencer, you want to make a six-figure income, you want to build social media presence, you want to learn how to market, you show up. So you're going to track your actions for 30 days, not your outcomes. Listen, just your actions. Stay long enough to win. Quitting is not an option. I look at my calendar every day and quitting is not on there. So I got to get to work. Okay. And then of course, you're going to stay long enough to win and you're going to perfect it. You're going to see what changed. Oh, this video did better. What did I do differently? You got to track your work. You got to figure out how this video did better than this video, because this race is about you catching up with yourself. You don't need to do everything. You need to do the things right over and over and over and over. You just need to do the one thing right over and over and over and over. And if you're tired of guessing, you're tired of overthinking. Oh, wait, my lash is about to come on. You're tired of guessing. You're tired of overthinking. You're tired. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. And stopping and starting and stopping and starting. You're sick of it. I'm sick of it too. I'm sick of people in my 3-day ride, in my RIDE. If you haven't seen the RIDE, put RIDE in the chat. You start and stop. You overthink. You guess. When we have proven results in your analytics, we can just look and see what you're doing and how you're doing it and what times you're doing it. So that's why the 3-day ride business course helps you once you get inside. That's why I'm able to help you and see what's going on so you can market better, so you can make more sales. My goal is for you to make a sale every single day. My goal is to make sure you're having some income come in every single day. That's why systems exist. That's why follow-up matters. That's why productivity matters. That's why my power hour strategy works so well, because it's a system of income producing activities, of things we know will work. You just got to work them. Say this with me. I'm done playing small. Say it with me. I am done playing small. Your playing small does not service the world. I'm done playing small. We're in second quarter. You're going to make the decision to win. You're going to make the decision to do it anyway. You're going to make the decision to see that, you know what? If I see this through for 30 days, what? Will I get new clients, more money, actually more confidence? Because a lot of times what you get first is confidence. Because if you do this for 30 days and you're able to see, man, I grew in 30 days. I want to do it another 30 days. And then you're able to see, okay, these are the things I need to change. Then you're making money. You're going to keep doing it. But the problem with most people, they stop 1 week. They stop before 21 days. It takes 21 days to form a habit, 90 days before it becomes a lifestyle. You stopped. You didn't even see it through, but you want your children, like my boys, you want them to see it through. You want your kids to see everything through, but you don't. You're the example. It starts with you. So if I can show up, right? I can walk on the treadmill, walking and talking. You can show up as well. If I can teach people sales and marketing strategies, if I can earn, for me, if I can earn a significant income every single month doing this, you can too. If I can do it, you can do it. The difference is I'm committed. I'm not just interested in it. I've been committed. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I know exactly how sales and marketing work, and I want you to understand how it works. So I share. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If this makes sense to you, like, yes, Jerusha, put RIDE in the chat. Let me put RIDE in the chat. And that way you can see what the 3-day Ride business course is. You can see how we can work together. Text me RIDE. That's it. Text me RIDE. That way you can get inside the 3-day Ride. Do not wait. I don't want you to go to third quarter and not know what to do. We start in second quarter. You're going to be able to understand how to attract unlimited leads. What if you have people coming to you, coming into your sales funnel? They're curious about your product. They're curious about your service. They're coming to you because now you know how to market. You know how to market. Then what if you knew how to start conversations that convert to cash? So now that you're having people come into your sales funnel, now you're handpicking who you want to work with. I handpick who I want to work with every month. I work with 30 to 40 clients inside my course every single month. I handpick who I want to work with. So now you have these people working with you, right? And so you're in control. And so, of course, if you want to work with 50 people, 100, whatever your goal is, you're able to do that because people are being attracted to you by you showing up, by you sharing value. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Give them a shout out. Thank you so much, Carol in the building. Hey, Carol, how you doing? If you're on FB, make sure you can support right here. You can support with send the gift. If you are on JB Marie in the building, if you're on FB, you can support right here. Tag your business bestie right now. Tag your business bestie right now. Yes, do that for me. If you love to learn, I love to teach. Okay. If you love to learn, I love to teach. Was this an amazing class? Yes, I answered all of the questions that were in. I answered all of the questions that were in the chat in my private community. So if you don't understand how it works, put RIDE in the chat, and I'm happy to share with you how I do it and how my clients have done it for the last couple of years. Yes, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. So a couple of things. I answered all the questions. The goal for you today is you're going to post every day, right, for the next 7 days. Okay. You're going to also, thank you so much for double tapping the screen. Once you post every day for the next 7 days, you're going to go to people's pages and you're going to comment on 3 different posts a day, building relationships. You're going to comment on 3 different posts. You're also going to ask questions. You're going to be curious about other people. So you're going to start asking questions. Once you start asking questions, it starts conversations. And we know conversations convert to cash. Make sense? And then once you start doing that, you're going to track your work. You're going to track everything that's happening. You're going to track when you post. You can see your analytics. You're going to track what type of content really grabs your audience. You're going to start tracking. When I teach about this, people like it. then you'll know where to stay for the next 21 days. You following me? So if you're joining me for the first time, put newbie and make sure that word doesn't say follow if you're on TT. I am streaming in multiple places. So if you're on TT and that word says follow, you want to tap it. You don't want that to say follow. You want to make sure that you're following me. You like to learn. I like to teach. I'm a sales and marketing business coach in real life, not just on social media. And so I want to make sure you understand how to maximize this tool. Don't let this tool use you. Use the tool. Okay. We use a microwave. It's a tool. We use our cars. We're going to use social media so you can make some extra money. You want to make a six-figure income. We're going to use the tool. So the first thing we got to start with being consistent in putting out valuable content. And so when you get your results, right? When you get your first results, come back to me and message me so I can post it on my testimonial Tuesdays in my stories. When you get your results, come back to me. If you already know you want to get inside the RIDE, just put RIDE in the chat. I thank you so much for putting RIDE. Yes, you can get in the ride right now. I do have a few availabilities before the month is out. So yes, so I do have some clients. I will be taking in new clients. So yes, go ahead, put RIDE in the chat if you want unlimited leads coming in your sales funnel. You want to learn how to attract people to you. You want to understand curiosity marketing. You want to understand how to start conversations. You want to understand how to overcome objections. You want to understand, yes, how people are able to earn six figures using social media. Yes, I teach all of this inside the 3-day rides. You have a workbook and it goes with you. So it's not like I just tell you something. You're going to have a tool. We use tools. You're going to have a tool with every app that you need to use. You're going to have a tool with every, the top 50 proven email subject lines. You're going to have 100 hooks. You're going to have everything that you need inside the workbook and my personal way to start conversations. So not AI told me how to start conversations. It is Jerusha has done this for 20 years. I have a workbook with proven scripts on how to start conversations that convert. So yes, if you want to learn more about that, put RIDE in the chat. I got you, friend. You're my people. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Victoria in the building. Hey, Victoria, how you doing? I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Yes. All right. So I have a lot of running around to do. As I said, we have a busy week today, family coming in town, and I just am busy. So make sure that you're following. I'm still going to go live every day. I'm still going to go live and work out. So I go live between 10 and 12 every day. So I'm still going to go live every day and try to get this done because I still got to work out. Then I'm going to, then I'm definitely going to do a recording Thursday, but I will not be here on Friday. Well, I might be, but probably not. So I want to make sure I get all the lives completed for the week and I share with you what I know for sure. So if this has been helpful, please make sure that you follow. I appreciate the hearts, the love, the daily heart means on TT. I appreciate the gifts on FB. You can send gifts. I appreciate the gifts on FB. If you love this training and you love me talking to you like this, let me know. Say yes in the chat. Let me know by just putting the word yes in the chat. All of you that have RIDE, I got you. You can actually text my number RIDE, or if you have RIDE in the chat, I'll send you the details in your DMs. So check your DMs. I will send you the details in your DMs. If you put the word RIDE, I got you. I got you. No worries. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Have a great day. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for the love. YT in the building. Yes, ultimately, I want to be on YT 100%, like a whole YT channel, just